A new equity fund known as RHB-OSK Entrepreneur Fund is now available to investors with high-risk appetite. RHB Asset Management Sendirian Berhad, together with Tokyo Marine Asset Management Group, will be looking to add family-run businesses based in Japan and other Asian countries into its portfolio. The selection criteria for these companies include management ownership of at least 5%, low valuation, strong growth prospect, and low borrowings. Chief Investment Officer Ho Chia Hao said, when company owners have a stake in the business, they have a proven track record of performing better than the rest. These companies are also more resilient during any global financial crisis and are able to quickly recover from the downturn.
I think if you look at from a Malaysian perspective, we have a lot of entrepreneur-owned companies. For instance, you have YTL, you have companies like E&O, you have companies like Asia. So these are very well-known companies in the local context that actually fulfill the entrepreneur characteristics. Okay, so if you look at investment, let's just say specifically to Malaysia, definitely there are tons of companies that we can actually choose. But the question is, which of these companies fulfill our very stringent criteria? Okay, so these are just a bit of some of the names that you can have a feel about what company will fulfill some of our criteria.
The fund will invest at least 50% of its net asset value in Japanese stocks with the advice of Tokyo Marine, and the rest in other Asian markets such as China, South Korea, Thailand, Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia.
What we are doing in Malaysia, the Entrepreneur Fund, is to get Tokyo Marine Asset Management to be the investment advisor. So, for example, if we put 80% of our asset allocation to the Japanese market, Tokyo Marine Asset Management will advise us on the stock selection, and we will buy those stock selection as recommended by Tokyo Marine Asset Management Japan. And the balance of 20-30% we will manage in-house by Mr. Ho's team in Malaysia.
Some of the Japanese stocks in the portfolio are travel conglomerate HIS, furniture maker Nitori, and 24 hours discount chain store Don Quijote. Ho said the Japanese equity market is expected to do well as Prime Minister Shinzo Abe has put in place favourable policies such as cutting corporate tax rate and ending deflation. Jacqueline Peng, DHTV.